To put it across the face of goal, and it's turned in. Pauli wastes no time in getting themselves ahead. But that's it. The full-time whistle has been blown, and the party can start here at the Milan Tor.
Our next guest here on Football Americas is Fabian Hurzeler. He's the manager of FC St. Pauli. They've just clinched promotion to the Bundesliga, so next season we'll be watching them every week here on ESPN+. Fabian, welcome to the show and congratulations. What an achievement.
Thanks a lot, and it's a pleasure to be in your show.
So lots to discuss with the club, man. You guys have a very interesting history and identity. I want to dive into that, but I got to get into your story first because we've had you circled for quite some time trying to get you on this show because you were born here in the United States. Tell us that story. Is it Swiss father, German mother, but you were born in Houston, Texas?
Yeah, exactly. My parents, they worked together in Germany, and then they moved to the United States, Houston, Texas for working, and then they tried to work, they tried to figure out some things, they tried to plan their future, and then they get two childs, so my older sister and me, and then we moved back to Germany, to Freiburg, and I'm still like, if I have time, I try to visit the United States because I love it to be there. I love the people, I love the atmosphere, I love the different cultures, so I really like to be there. So always when I have time, especially, for example, also this summer, I try to come and visit the United States.
I was looking at your player resume kind of before you got into management, and you actually spent quite a lot of time in the Bayern Munich Academy. And at a very young age, right? You were with Bayern Munich from 14, 15 years old. I'm wondering, because at that time it would have been like, you know, mid-2000, the mid-aughts, 2008 or so, 2009, 2010. We in America didn't have a lot of players playing in an academy like Bayern Munich. Did U.S. soccer ever reach out to you? Did you ever have a chance to play with like the U.S. youth national teams or anything like that?
Yeah, I had one opportunity. It was under 20 when we tried to qualify for the Olympic Games, but unfortunately we missed it. But before I had the opportunity, I was a youth national player for the German association, so that's why there were not so many opportunities to play for the United States. But it was one time. It was a great time. I really enjoy it, and I try to watch or to try to watch the development of the United States soccer. So I hope that it will increase the next time.
Do I have this right? You were 29 years old when you took over at St. Pauli. I mean, you must have had players that were older than you. Is that weird at all?
Yeah, it's true, and it's not weird. It's, of course, I was the assistant coach before, and then I get the head coach. So the situation was a little bit weird because as an assistant coach, you have a different relationship to the players instead of a head coach, and it takes a little bit time, but I try to figure out how I want to lead, and I had one word for me, and I called it the friendly authority. So I still had like a good relationship to the players because I can't change the relationship only because I'm a head coach now. But the players, they had to understand that I'm now the person who makes hard decisions. I'm the person who might hurt them. And that's something what they had to learn, but it only take like a few weeks or a few months. And then we were like in the rhythm, and then it's all about like players are like, they need the feeling that you want to improve them. You know, they really need the feeling that you care about them, that you try to work with them and try to see them as a person. Then the players, they will listen to you. And that was very important for me.
Friendly authority. I like that. I wish some of my teachers in school would have taken that that approach with me. It would have been a little bit better. Let's talk about FC St. Pauli, because this club, you know, has kind of this cult following. I would say even outside of Germany, people know about FC St. Pauli. Tell me about the identity of this club, because that's kind of what seems to stand out.
Yeah, it's like, I think one of the first club who bring values into the stadium. So we stand for different values. We really try to fight against, for example, racism, against sexism, all these things. And we try to not only talk about it, we try to live it. We try to bring all these values into the stadium, and we try to stand for it. And that's something what is very important for the identity of the club. But there's exactly also this thing that when I started my job here, that I wanted to also change a little bit this point of view, so that we are not only a club that brings politics in the stadium, we also want to be a club who get noticed in the world for their achievements, for the success what they reach in a sportive way. And that's something what is really important for me, and I'm very happy that we made it now, so that it's not only the St. Pauli club who bring politics in the stadium and who stands for different values, it's also the club who can be, or which can be successful in the sportive way.
Can you help me translate this? Das Herz von St. Pauli. What does that mean?
The heart from St. Pauli. So the heart here, that's something what is really St. Pauli like. You know, we try to work out, we try to be workers on the pitch, and that's also the identity from the club.
So Das Herz von St. Pauli is also the name of one of the songs there at the club. And what's cool about it for us here, you know, we cover American soccer, we cover a lot of Mexican soccer as well. Apparently the guys that made that song was a pretty famous Mexican rock group. So you guys have literally the world covered when it comes to the club and the music. Tell me what promotion meant for this club, because we saw the scenes, we saw the videos, we saw the people pouring onto the field. What does it mean, not just for the club, but the community as well?
I think that I felt it like 2-3 weeks before that we can reach something special. I felt it, how the atmosphere was here in the city when you walk through the city, how the people communicate with you, and there you thought, all right, you can achieve something special. And the people, how they support us the whole season was unbelievable, and you really feel that they want to get promoted. They really want it. And when we made it on Sunday, it was like emotions everywhere, and you really see how the meaning was for them. You know, it's not only to get promoted to the Bundesliga, it's also like we have a big rivalry to our other club here in Hamburg, the HSV, and it's also very important for the people to be in front of them. And we were always called the small club here in Hamburg. It's always St. Pauli is the small club, and now the small club achieves something, and you really see it in the behavior from the people, how important it was for them. So for me, it's like really an honor and a big experience to bring these emotions and this achievement to the people, because they absolutely deserve it.
You know, one of the things I love about German football is kind of the commitment to an open system, something that, you know, we don't have here. We have a closed system. We don't have promotion and relegation. As somebody who's just lived all the joys of promotion, could you ever imagine managing in a world where promotion and relegation didn't exist? And how do you think that would affect kind of the job you do?
Of course, I always want to play for something. So I'm a coach to achieve something, and that's why it's very important for me to have this open system with relegation, with promotion. And I don't know how it is to play just in a closed system and there's only one achievement. You can be the first place, and the other places no one cares. So I don't know how it is to work because in this system, because I never experienced it. I'm very happy that we have this here, because it brings a lot of emotions. It brings a lot of dynamics in a season, because it can change, you know, and it's always very exciting to watch, because in the end you need to be very successful for a long time. So we have like 34 games, and there will be up and downs in a season. So you have to be like very consistent in your work, and You have to be very consistent in your process. And that's also for me, when I just watched Bundesliga, I was now coach of the second Bundesliga. When I just watched the Bundesliga, it's also very interesting who goes down, who goes up, who makes it to qualify for the Champions League, who goes play in international cup. So very, very interesting to watch.
I know you still got a few loose ends to tie up before it's all said and done, but let's look ahead to next season because you're going to be in the Bundesliga. What does success next season look like for FC St. Pauli?
It's a good question. I think it's important that we bring our identity also in the first Bundesliga on the pitch. That we play with courage, that we don't accept any defeat. Of course, there will be more defeats than this season, but I don't want that the players, they just go and after the game they say, okay, we have to accept a defeat. And I don't want to have this attitude. I want to have players on the pitch who play with courage, who bring the identity on the pitch, who suffer on the pitch together. And for me, it's like always more important the development of the team, because I'm completely convinced if the individual player develops, the whole team will develop. And I'm convinced that we can stay in the league because we have the quality in the team, and we also have like the ability to suffer together, and together with our team, with the city, we are like a real group. And it's not easy to play here at Millantor. We are very strong here at home. So all the teams who try to come here and to win, they have to maximize, they have to go on the limits, and that's what we try. And I'm really looking forward to do it.
Fabian, I got to tell you, you got me fired up. You got me very excited to watch FC St. Pauli in the Bundesliga next season. Great to have you here with us on Fútbol Americas. Hopefully the first of many interviews. Enjoy the off season, and maybe we'll see you around Copa America. Huh? How about that?
Hopefully. Thanks a lot for your time. See you.
There he is, Fabian Hurzeler, born in Houston, Texas, but right now in charge of FC St. Pauli. Got him to first place in Bundesliga 2, and next year they'll be here on ESPN Plus, playing in the top flight of German football. Looking forward to that. Speaking of the top flight of German football, we got the promotion playoffs going on over in Germany. Bochum against Dusseldorf. That's the first leg of the promotion playoff out there. Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific here on ESPN Plus.